Hey guys, LevelCap here. Today I've got an episode of Sniper Sunday, the series where I'll be playing the recon class and trying to get better with it, find out what tactics work well, what tactics don't work well, and I'll be experimenting with different types of sniper rifles. Today I'm using the Mark II Mod 0, and I picked this semi-automatic sniper rifle simply because I haven't really used it much. Before making this video I had about maybe 250 kills with it, which is pretty low for me. And I decided to get some more, really play around with it a bit more because I think the most I ever used this gun was in the beta of Battlefield. Now I'm just getting back to it. Now, I initially tried using the ACOG on this when I was recording today's gameplay, and the ACOG just wasn't working out for me. I wasn't liking it. It's got great zoom, but these semi-automatic sniper rifles are really about putting a lot of shots downrange. Generally speaking, you have to hit your target with multiple shots. I mean, in close quarters, a headshot will take them out, but at long distance, you're going to have to put a few rounds into them. And the recoil was just annoying me with the ACOG, and so I decided to switch it up to the hollow sight, which does in Battlefield provide you with slightly more magnification than a normal red dot sight or Cobra sight. And this allows you to really track your targets a little bit better than you could with a red dot sight, so that's nice. Now, one thing that you're gonna have to get used to with using semi-automatic sniper rifles is taking out guys in close to mid-range environments, and sometimes really close quarters. These semi-automatic sniper rifles can be hip-fired even in extreme close range situations. They do a lot of damage, so in close range you're gonna want to aim for that head because you will absolutely be able to drop somebody with one shot. Now, if you're playing your class right and maintaining good cover, not being at the front lines necessarily, or at least not exposing yourself too much, you should be able to go through quite a few rounds while taking out your targets at a distance. You have 10 rounds in a mag. You can end up fitting 11 total if you have one in the chamber, and you will go through this ammo extremely fast, a lot faster than I was expecting. That last bullet there headshotted that guy, and that was that. Luckily, the Mark II, when it comes to semi-automatic sniper rifles, has the fastest reload out of any of them, coming in at 1.85 seconds for its short reload time and 2.4 seconds on the long reload. Ideally, you never really want to hit that long reload, but every now and then shit gets crazy and you gotta burn through all your ammo. Then you're gonna have to hit that long reload. Now, I say this in a lot of videos, but one of my philosophies in Battlefield is picking a sidearm that really complements your primary weapon. Since I have a good long-range primary weapon, I want to pick a good short-range sidearm. In this case, the 93R seems to suit it just fine. The G18 is also a good option, and it's really hard for me to pick between those two weapons. One is full auto, the other one is burst fire. I find that in most situations the burst fire helps me conserve my ammo a little bit better, where the G18 I just burn through it so fast that sometimes I'll run out of my secondary ammo too quickly. Now, I was actually enjoying playing with the Mark II sniper rifle. It's very similar to the M39 EBR, the QBU-88, the SVD. In fact, it's almost identical to those three rifles in terms of its accuracy. They all have the exact same aiming down sight accuracy. Their rates of fire are very similar. The M39 fires at 300 rounds per minute, but the rest of them all seem to fire at pretty much the same rate of fire. So if you're switching between those guns, you're going to have a pretty similar experience. Now, the differences are all very subtle. One of the ways that the Mark II excels over the other ones is having a really good reload time. So if you like, you can actually spam fire this weapon a lot in close quarters and then reload it real fast. Now, when poring over a stat sheet, this might not be the most attractive option when you've got other rifles that can shoot a little bit more accurately or maybe even faster than this weapon. You're like, well, you know what, I'd rather have a little bit more power in that one magazine rather than having to reload and use another magazine. But because there's so many circumstances in Battlefield where you just are in a crazy firefight situation, you burn through your whole mag, you gotta reload that other one as fast as possible. I actually found this fast reload time being way more useful. Even though it is the recon class, it was just really nice to be able to pop that mag out, pop a new one in, and re-engage. Now, as far as moving around the map, the Mark II definitely allows you to be more aggressive. That fast reload time really allows you to get into the action, reload quick, re-engage in the action. So if you like, you can definitely be more aggressive with this weapon. Having the crossbow as a backup is nice, but I found because this weapon fires so quickly that in close quarters it's actually very, very useful to have, and in many situations I wasn't really preferring to switch to my Expo to take out somebody, or just deciding that the 93R was adequate. Having a Tugs is really, really beneficial for the Recon class, and unless you've got that slow firing bolt action sniper rifle, I'm finding that I think semi-automatic sniper rifles don't really pair that well with the Expo. As much fun as the Expo can be, I think it pairs just better with the bolt actions, semi-autos. You can definitely use your Tugs and provide your team with a little bit more intel. Now here we are on the classic Operation Metro. Everybody's played this map plenty of times, and I find that the Mark II was really faring very well on this map because it's set up for extremely aggressive gameplay. And having a spawn beacon and Tugs in this map again was very, very helpful for just providing that intel to my team. Here I've pushed up onto the BMCom and I'm having a very easy time of defending it. You'll notice that a bunch of people are going to push in here. And I managed to not only take out the guys at range, but the few guys that come in to try and get the MCOM. So it's just got that versatility, you know, the ability to take out guys in close quarters very efficiently, the ability to take out guys at long range very efficiently, and the ability to reload very fast, keeping you in that action. Now some of you guys out there who know gun stats really well might be thinking, well, why not just use the M417? It has almost identical stats in many regards to the Mark II, except it has 20 rounds in a magazine and it even has a faster rate of fire. So wouldn't that be better for aggressive semi-automatic sniper rifle gameplay? And I would have to agree, the M417 is a great gun for extremely aggressive gameplay. However, it suffers in its actual weapon accuracy compared to the Mark II. So if you finish clearing out, like say 2 or 3 guys in close quarters with the M417, which it would be great for, and then you see that one guy at really long range that you're trying to pick off, well, the M417 is going to have slightly less accuracy than the Mark II. Mark II might have a nice easy time of picking off that guy at long range, for the M417 you might be missing your shots and feeling the cone of fire increasing with the repeater shots, basically trying to take out your target at long range. So like all weapons in Battlefield, they are balanced for a specific style of gameplay or balanced for a good variety of gameplay. I would say the Mark II is balanced really well for a nice variety of gameplay, where the M417 is balanced a little bit more toward the aggressive and close quarter gameplay. So you just get a good variety and option of how you want to play with the Mark II. Long range, close range, medium range, it's going to fare pretty darn well for all of those situations. You'll see here that I'm sort of in the middle of this assault. As a recon player, you don't want to be in the front lines. You want to kind of be maybe a player or two behind the front lines. If you're using a semi-automatic sniper rifle, you don't want to absorb the brunt of the defensive firepower, but you do definitely want to be close enough to support the guys in the front line. So once they start getting shot at, you can locate the guys that are firing at them and take them out with accuracy. I will say though that even in infantry intensive maps, the recon class can be a little bit difficult to play when you're going up against assault classes reviving everybody non-stop. It will be very interesting to see how the recon class fares in Battlefield 4 now that they're going to have the ability to carry carbines, a whole variety of weapons, and C4. So I can't wait to see what's going to become of the recon class in BF4. I think the class balance is going to be pretty fun in that game. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of Sniper Sunday, and I'll see you guys next time. This is LevelCap, signing off.